Hey guys, so the right now a lot of people are out looking at homes. There's lots of first-time home buyers, right? And this is such a unique time to be buying property, partly because there's so many buyers and there's so little inventory, right? So it's hard because you hear like we need to buy a property, right? Because we are paying somebody else's mortgage, somebody else is getting rich off of our monthly rent every month. Um, the smart financial thing, and interest rates are going up, so the smart financial thing to do is to buy a property, right? But again, the inventory is so small that you're finding yourself not loving anything, right? Or really liking things that check a bunch of boxes but just aren't the perfect property. um, so I get people who have been will look for a long time, and often at some point the question comes up is, are we going to find what we're looking for? And here's what I can tell you, right? Does the perfect property exist? Anybody have any idea? No, it doesn't, right? It doesn't matter what bracket you're in, what price range you're in. The perfect home does not exist. I promise you, the people who are buying a $2 million property, people who are buying a $3 million property, even they are looking at the property they're buying and saying, this is missing this, or, it would be perfect if it had this. So imagine the people in the 200,000, the 500,000, the $1 million range. Yeah, no, there's not a perfect property. What you will find is that once you go to contract on a property, once you find a property that covers a lot of what you need, checks a lot of the boxes, maybe not all of them, but checks a lot of them, I promise you, when you go to contract, you're going to be nervous, but also very excited. The minute you make that commitment, there's just something that feels amazing about the property. The next thing is when you move in, yes, there's going to be things you find that you're like, oh, I didn't think about this. But there's going to be things that you figure out that, man, this house is perfect for us. I'm so glad that we bought this property, right? Now, again, no property is perfect, but you're going to find if it checks a lot of your boxes, you're going to end up really loving that property. I promise. I have a property that we bought right at the beginning of COVID. It was not the perfect property. It was too far out. It was not wide open. It didn't have an open floor plan like we wanted. There was some aging. It had a pool, which I never really wanted a pool. And I'll tell you what, that house, it's like every season something happens and we're like, oh, this house is great. Our outdoor space is fantastic. We are up on a hill so we can sled, which we never looked at that, right? So we can sled, our little ones can sled down the hill. There's just little things that we never even looked at, right? It checked a lot of our boxes. It wasn't the perfect house. It seemed to make sense for us. We went with it, and the house, we love it more and more every day. Yes, we still have a lot of things that are going on with it, and lots of renovations still happening, but the perfect house didn't exist. It doesn't exist. So we found the best house that was for us, right? And so when you're out looking, don't get so frustrated that you're not finding the perfect house, right, in your budget. The perfect house doesn't exist. Each time you buy a house, you have different needs. So in 5 years, 10 years, you're gonna have different needs than you do now. And you'll be looking again, probably not at the perfect house, but you'll be looking at a house that's perfect for you in that situation and that time period in your life. All right. So hang in there. I know the market's hard. Keep looking, keep pressing, keep checking out properties. You need to know what's in your price range. You gotta, even if you're a month off from making offers or 2 months off from making offers, you need to be out looking at properties and understanding what's in your territory, what's in your price range. All right. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Thanks.